I was having my brunch after church, and I'm scrolling through, and I see two women kissing on my timeline.
Scandalous.
And I scroll down, and there's Miss Nolynn. Why is this video 4 hours long?
Why is it?
Oh, yeah, baby, I caught you right there.
Sweating like crazy. Apple cider hot. With a, what are they called? Maple sugar donut. Oh, no! We're in a roller coaster. No.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to And They Were Classmates.
Oh my God, they were classmates.
I'm Jess.
And I'm Nolynn. And press subscribe right now, because a lot of you watched the last episode and we only went up 6 subscribers. No, I'm kidding.
It's because they were just so enamored by my explanation of a lot of the biggest moments in fan history, TM.
I get it though.
The fistory, if you will.
They call subscribing like a vanity metric like that. Like a lot of times it's just around to like kind of measure how long you've been around, and then also YouTube Shorts just messed it up.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what they say. Like, I don't know. Because you can just post a short and it's like following on TikTok. Like you just like press subscribe and like in the Shorts ecosystem, it doesn't like matter nearly as much or like mean as much. So it's just, I don't know, the second Shorts came out, like everybody's subscriber charts went crazy if they were actively posting Shorts. Yeah. Not even from like a YouTube trying to promote it. So they're like making the sub button bigger, but just something about the culture is like, comment, subscribe.
I think it's because little children really like YouTube Shorts, and the subscribe button is the follow button on YouTube Shorts.
Yeah,
so it's
damn right.
It's how it be.
But we love it. We love our little YouTube podcast. I haven't even checked Spotify metrics. They probably don't even care over there.
I forget that our Spotify exists.
Yeah, it's also on like Amazon Music and Apple Podcasts as well.
I didn't even know. I forget that Amazon Music exists.
I know, exactly. Well, because I was going through them, and it's like, what do you want to set up? And it's like, because I go through Spotify, and then it can connect to the other stuff. So I'm like, Apple Podcasts, sometimes I listen there. You know, I think, especially for normies, it's like, I have a podcast. Where do I go? Oh, podcast app. You know, just search it. And then it was like Amazon Music. And I'm like, I guess. Like, someone, okay, well, actually, you know what it is? Okay, his name is Matt Watson, right? That one guy? Super Mega?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. He made an album in 2020, and everybody was like, stream Ouch by Matt Watson. Stream Ouch. Everybody listen to Ouch. And it was not on Amazon Music. And I was an Amazon Music listener. So I couldn't listen to it. And it
one Amazon Music listener.
Dead ass. And it just pissed me off so much that everybody's like, Ouch is so, or maybe it was like, yikes. No, that's Eddie Burbeck. It was Ouch. And everybody was like, it's so good. It's so good. And I'm like, I can't listen to it. So I hate this guy for the rest of my life. And if he ever gets in a controversy, I'm like, suits you.
I always knew ever since you didn't put that one album on Amazon Music, when I, as the sole Amazon Music subscriber, was really looking forward to it.
You weren't fucking looking out for me. Now I'm not looking out for you. It was a tough time.
I can't believe you would do that to me.
I know. Like, it's so messed up. Like, think about us, the Amazon Music listeners.
That was how I felt being, like, some of the last people on fanfiction.net.
Yeah.
What do you mean you all left for, at the time, Wattpad?
Yeah.
Get back here.
And it was like the MySpace ship syncing where it's like, Facebook, let's see how that goes.
That was kind of how it felt at first.
Mm-hmm.
But then Wattpad, just because it had an app.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yep.
The app bubble.
It's a sign of the times.
Yes. Everybody. I remember Element Animation had an app, like the people who made like the Minecraft villagers.
Yeah.
They had a fucking app with like daily like little GIFs and stuff. It was like the Nintendo Today app, but for Element Animation. I think they had like Flappy Bird, but it was a villager.
I am certain they had a button on there that if you put it, just said hello.
Actually, yeah.
Hello.
Probably a whole ass villager soundboard.
Hello.
Now that I'm trying to remember it.
I hope so.
Villager News was tight.
Yeah.
That was awesome. And Monster School.
For real.
We got to bring it all back.
I think we need to go back. We need to go back to the good old days.
Mm-hmm. I think, well, every time one of our podcasts blows up, it's because we're talking about the good old days.
Nostalgia bait always works. It's like merch creatures.
It does. Yeah. That was the other one that blew up. So, like, literally at any time, I think we could title something like something vaguely nostalgia baiting, like who misses Fred? Then we'll be there.
That's what that needs to be that's our meta.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how so many fucking like horror YouTubers just say the scariest game ever over and over and over again.
The most nostalgic YouTube video ever.
Exactly. And that's our title every single time.
We're at a point where we could find a video that was uploaded 10 years to the day and like be like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's 10 years ago was like the daily vlogging era, especially.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, no,
like,
10 years ago was like that was like
I know
TanaCon and shit like that.
Are you ready
too.
For 2016 to be 10 years ago?
No.
Like that's crazy.
I was in high school.
I was in middle school.
Don't say that.
It's insane.
No, yeah, I always joked that from how I do my makeup, like how I do my eyeshadow and how I'm always completely matte, you can tell that I learned how to do makeup in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have to hold myself back from doing like a gold glitter cut crease at 8 a.m. for no reason like I used to in high school.
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh.
Every time you describe your high school wake up and day process, I'm like amazed.
Yeah.
It's like it starts at like 4 a.m. and ends at like midnight. And I'm like, how did you do that?
I don't know. I didn't even like coffee at
Right,
the time.
yeah,
like
yeah.
I was just able to do that. Yeah, no, I didn't quite wake up at 4. I woke up at 6:30.
Sure.
No, but yeah, I would wake up at 6:30 to do most of, if not a full face, at least my eyes, eyebrows, and like lips, if I wasn't doing a base. And then I'd be wearing like, a full wing, cut crease, my eyebrows fully drawn on with the Anastasia brow powder. Like I was ready for the day once.
Right.
Yeah. And then I would do that. I was in band. I was in theater. I was doing all that. So there was plenty of times where I would just be bringing like a full makeup bag to school.
Mm-hmm.
And after and people, and it was really funny because I'd have to like get into stage makeup, but I would just kind of do my daily routine again.
Yeah.
And just like have it fresh and do like a night look instead of a day look, which my day looks were what I would now consider night looks.
Mm-hmm.
But like it and it was such a time.
Yeah. I can't even imagine.
Yeah, I did that for so long, and I had long hair at the time too, and so I decided what to do. Like I wasn't like curling my hair really, but I was like, deciding. I was like, oh, do I want to do like a bun today? Like do I want to braid it? Like I don't even want to think about that now. I get mad enough at my bangs.
Right.
I don't
imagining like all that. Dude, I don't know. I don't know how it gets done because I grew up a man. Where it's like literally the complete opposite. Like you wake up like 5 minutes before school, you're like, oh shit, I might be late. And then like you like, am I brushing my teeth today? Maybe not.
We'll see.
And then you just go.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
No, yeah, I remember, and it's kind of funny because at the time that's what Ace was like, but he was the first pickup for the bus route. So he got picked up for the bus at like, I shit you not, I think his bus showed up at 6:45 and dropped him off at 7:30. Mind you, we started school at 8. So he would sleep on the bus. To this day, that's why he can sleep in a car so easily.
Right,
like, because he would just sleep on the bus until it got there, and then he'd show up and he'd eat the free breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would show up around, I would usually, no, he would get there at 7. So the bus had to have picked him up at like 6:30.
Yeah.
Because I got there between 7:30 and 7:45 usually, because I was just there to hang out with my friends and eat breakfast before school started.
Yeah.
Like I wanted my whole grain brown sugar Pop-Tarts. Thank you very much.
Oh yes, those. Did you ever have the banana bars too?
They had them, but I don't like bananas.
Okay.
So
They
no,
were really,
my
maybe it was chocolate banana. I don't know.
My favorite was, I know a lot of people that like them. They just were my thing. My favorite was the Pillsbury cinnamon roll.
Ah, yes.
Ones.
And it comes in a translucent bag, right?
Yeah, it comes in the translucent bag, and
Yeah.
it's like 4 cinnamon rolls in one thing, but they're not even really cinnamon rolls. They're just like the cinnamon roll dough covered in cinnamon sugar and icing that's been melted across the top because they've been keeping it warm for
Yeah.
4 hours now.
Forgot all about that.
I think about those on the regular. I be craving those unironically. That and the pizza dippers. Did you not have pizza dippers?
I think you've described this before. Go on.
Yeah, so pizza dippers, they were like, literally, it was just like, imagine like a fucking mozzarella stick surrounded in pizza dough, and then they bake that, and then they give you a little cup of marinara to dip it in.
Yes, we did have this.
Yeah, so it was just yummy.
It was just, frankly, yummy.
It was.
To give it one word analysis.
Sometimes things in life are just yummy.
Damn right.
Same with like the spicy chicken patty.
Oh my God. Yes. Okay. My spicy chicken patty, I would get, we had a salad bar too, so I would get a little lettuce, a little like tomato. I would like get it crazy. And mayo, ketchup, put it together. Oh my God. And okay, in high school they had them every single day. Like in middle school it was a treat, but in high school they had every single day. And like
mine too.
I could still do that diet.
Yeah.
1,000%.
No, I could tell you what I ate for hot lunch every single day. Freshman through junior year until my senior year, they got a new lunch line that was really, really good because my senior year they opened up what they called the multicultural line, and it was just like shitty school versions of like oh, it's like Asian style noodles, and it's just like you pick your meat, you pick your noodles, you put like a sweet and sour sauce on it, but it was still good, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
oh, it's burrito bowl, stuff like that. But I went through that line every day my senior year. But freshman through junior year, every single day I would get 2 chicken patties. I would grab a fruit, usually apples, because I really liked apples.
I do like
apples are my favorite.
Apples,
and apples are still one of my favorites. I love apples. So I'd usually grab that, and I would usually grab because you had to grab 2 veggies. I was on this free lunch program, so I had to grab 2 veggies.
Yes.
Because I was one of those kids that I was on the free lunch program, but then we had enough money that my dad could like throw down like enough that I could buy extra stuff. Whereas like we didn't quite have enough money where we would have been able to afford the full lunch experience.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I would go through and I would grab my two chicken patties, a bag of baked Lays.
Nice.
A lemon Crystal Light, because it was like a Crystal Light lemonade, but it was pre-mixed. It wasn't like the mixed packets. It was just the lemonade that they just had. I was like, okay, because it's low calorie.
Yeah.
I would grab my milk because I had to grab my milk, and a cookie.
And a cookie.
And I would eat that every single day, that whole tray.
It honestly sounds awesome.
And it was delicious every single time. Like I would only deviate for things like pizza dippers and like, oh, it's chicken nuggets today. Like there was one on Wednesdays we had the chicken bowl that was popcorn chicken with mashed potatoes, gravy, and corn.
Oh my God.
And you had the option of either having it all separately or all in one bowl. And I was getting that all in one bowl, mixing that up. It was delicious.
Easy. Yeah. Every now and then my high school did like spicy popcorn chicken.
Oh,
and that was awesome.
I'm the number 1 popcorn chicken defender on this podcast.
Yeah.
And
there's the thumbnail of you holding a plate of popcorn
I was
chicken.
like, exactly. I'm so glad that we get back to my favorite topics.
Yeah. Dan and Phil, popcorn chicken.
Exactly. I'm having a great time.
We can live off that.
I'm having a great time. You can't tell that I might need a diagnosis or 2 at all.
No, not at all. Same meal every single day for 3 years.
Yeah, exactly. Except for on specific days.
Of course.
No, and then my senior year, it was the same. They followed the same schedule every week, so I knew what I was getting every single week.
Yeah, it was some awesome times.
Yeah. No, but I think that I think we as a society need to bring back popcorn chicken.
1,000%. I mean, I had some this morning, and a Sprite, because
Sounds delicious.
The Wendy's servers were down.
Oh yeah.
And I think were you affected at all by this Amazon Web Services outage last night?
No, but I heard about it this morning.
Yeah. Well,
I was playing Minecraft last night.
Of course. I found the chart of like everything it affected, because literally everything uses Amazon Web Services, like Fortnite, Snapchat.
Yeah, it's like I know Snapchat was down because one of my friends tried to call me and like texted me in the morning. They were like, hey, I tried to call you to see if you wanted to go out, and I didn't. And I was like, that's okay. I didn't want to go out. I was playing Minecraft. I was building a lighthouse.
So I've got Spotify, Google Cloud, Discord, CAI, Google Meet,
Get it out of
Google,
here.
Amazon Web Services itself, Rocket League, Snapchat, Cloudflare, Google Nest, Pokemon TCG, Fubo TV, High Level Box.
I'm going to be honest. I had a couple of friends that always play Rocket League, and I was wondering why they weren't playing Rocket League last night.
Etsy, Google Drive, MailChimp, OpenAI, Vimeo, Twitch, Shopify, Google Maps, Claude, Cursor, Dialpad, Azure, reCAPTCHA, YouTube, Gmail, Verizon, Khan Academy, NPM,
Not Khan Academy.
Dragon Ball,
No!
AT&T, and DoorDash. And that is like, dude, we live off of that.
That's insane.
That's everything.
Have you heard about the controversy with DoorDash right now that's going on TikTok,
No.
where there was a woman who was a DoorDasher, and according to her side of the story, she went to deliver this food, and the door was open, and when she looked in, there was a man laying on the couch with no pants on. And she recorded it, and she sent it to DoorDash and was saying, hey, like, this is not okay. And then she posted it on TikTok as well. So she was also suspended from DoorDash at the same time that he was, as far as I know. And now, so people are calling out the fact that she posted the video. She's posted the video, I think, 3 times now, which is insane. Why do you keep posting that on the internet?
I think because it keeps getting attention. And
yeah, but that's revenge porn, so that's illegal.
Yeah, it is illegal.
But there's also, according to the guy in question, he says that he has a Ring doorbell, and his door was basically closed. He had fallen asleep because he was drunk, and he had forgotten that he'd ordered food, which a lot of people are. So basically, a lot of people point out. Also, it's weird that because in the video, she like walks into his house a little bit, and that's just weird. Because the instructions were leave at the door. Yeah. That's another thing, is that the instructions weren't like knock on the door or anything. The instructions were leave at door. Right. So it's also
it's kind of your fault if you go in to investigate. Like
yeah, like it's all. So it's a lot of people arguing about who's at fault. I think the answer is it's a shitty situation for everyone involved.
Yeah, literally. Sometimes
things are just bad.
Yeah.
But everyone wants to be like, well, but people are pointing out the problem is that her explanation of that was, I was sexually assaulted while I was working for DoorDash, and then DoorDash suspended me. Oh. And everyone's and everyone's like, okay, at worst, indecent exposure. Because he was also flat asleep. Yeah. Like, that's the thing, too, is that it's not like he was awake with his pants off. He was asleep on the couch. So it's so, like I said, I think at worst, indecent exposure, and she can still, I don't think, people are like, well, she can't say that she's traumatized from that. That's, no. People are different. Yeah. Stuff happens. But, like, I think that people are talking about it too much on TikTok, because it's like, because of the way that the TikTok algorithm works, it's like every other video for me, and I'm like, get me out of here. Get me out of here. I don't need to hear another. I don't need another think piece. I don't.
That's me with that fucking Jack Doherty clip that was going around. Did you see it?
Which one?
Well, it's him in Peachjars, and he keeps spamming the F slur, and he's like, but nothing's gonna happen to me, bro. Nothing's gonna happen. And she's just like, you're just being annoying. Yeah. And then I never like mute terms. I'm always like, no, it'll die in a couple days. But I just had to mute Jack Doherty because I'm like, oh my God, he's so fucking annoying. In this clip specifically. And it's like, I don't know, it's people quoting it and dunking on him, and I like that. But it's also like, I just don't want to see it. It's just so annoying. It's like he's got the broccoli haircut. I just,
the broccoli haircut. I was explaining to some of the people that I work with. I was like, you can tell which of the kids are probably like assholes at school. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, they have the broccoli haircut. And they're like, really? I'm like, I'm not kidding. Yes, always. Like, it's always. I don't know what it is about it. It's just always
assholes just choose to get that haircut. Or I don't know. I guess it just falls in with being like the popular kid who isn't afraid to like call someone out, or, be like a nuisance like that. It's just the haircut that you naturally gravitate towards when you're that type of person.
I think it's because they always look up to each other.
Yeah.
Like they always have one guy on the internet that they really look up to that has the broccoli haircut and acts the exact same fucking way.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. I see that. Because the faces are interchangeable. It's just that same haircut every time. And then you just, if you have that hair, you see a clip, you're like, that could be my vibe. That could be my vibe going into 2026. I'm going to trigger people. Trigger the SJWs. That's also turning 10 years old.
And we're still stuck there.
Own the libs. Speaking of Twitter, I got caught in 4K yesterday.
You did get caught in 4K. I was scrolling. I was having my brunch after church. And I'm scrolling through. And I see two women kissing on my timeline.
Scandalous.
And I scroll down, and there's Miss Nolynn. Why is this video 4 hours long?
Why is it?
Yeah, baby, I caught you right there.
The video just doesn't end. Keep watching it.
That was my honest to God reaction to seeing you reply to that tweet. I was like, that was my chance.
Yeah, because we were talking about it a couple weeks ago how much you love that GIF.
Yeah, it's so funny.
It is. Well, and the second I saw it in my replies, I'm like, fuck. Like you feel exactly like Greg feels in the movie when you see that GIF.
No, it was so funny that I was laughing really hard. My dad was like, "What are you laughing at?" Because I'm laughing. I'm trying to eat my biscuits and gravy, you know. And he's like, "What are you laughing at?" I was like, "Oh, my friend Nolan replied to a tweet, and I got to reply to it with an image that I really, really like." And he's like, "Good."
You have to boil away all the like context.
Well, because like let me be perfectly clear. Explaining to my dad that you would reply to a kind of horny tweet would have made him laugh really hard. But we were in public.
Oh, I see.
We sit at the counter of a local diner because we've been regulars there for most of my life. So like everyone there also like knows me and my dad on a first name basis. Yeah. So I don't want to air out your business like that.
Dang, I respect that. Keep my business out of the town.
Yeah, you know, I'm willing to air out your business on the internet, but I would never do it in real life.
No.
God forbid.
Heaven forbid. No, it was awesome. It was a really good moment.
remembering that the internet truly is with your IRLs and your URLs.
Exactly. Yeah. Good way to put it. Because then one of my Twitch regulars replied to that. Do you see that?
Yeah, I think they followed me.
Okay. Yeah. We're getting there.
Look at me.
We're getting there.
Siphoning off your following.
Mm-hmm.
I get to preload. Let's go.
No, but it's also you because you did the Dan and Phil episode.
That's
so it's
true.
kind of this like joint venture where it's
crazy. It's almost like that was the plan from the start.
Yes. Yeah, it's cool.
That was their secret evil plan.
Mm-hmm. Did you see all the lead that's in the like protein stuff?
Yeah, this has been a thing that I've been hearing on and off for the last couple of years, low key.
But now it's getting serious.
Yeah, but now it's like getting like because now people are starting to actually like feel the effects of it.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, from what I've heard, it's basically just that a lot of protein products have a little too much lead in them for human consumption. Because
the truth is we all need a little bit of lead.
That's what the boomers think.
At least I think. It's not that we need lead. It's that it's like kind of unavoidable in like all foods, low key, on some low key shit.
On some low key shit?
Because I remember in the Mr. Beast Lunchly drama, they were talking about how like Lunchly has lead, but it's like Lunchables also has lead. And then when Oompaville did the interview, he was like, yeah, my candy has like a tiny bit of lead. It's like, I don't know. I'm probably getting the science wrong, but I think it's like an unavoidable component of food. But anyway, there's too much in the protein.
It's too much in the protein.
When you buy the Nesquik, well, that's an accusation. But when you buy the, I was at a gas station the other day and I wanted a Nesquik, and it's like I didn't want the one that says like 23 grams ultra protein. I'm like, no, just regular Nesquik, please. And I felt like the Northern Lion clip where he's literally doing that. He's like, I want to buy a chocolate milk for my daughter at the airport, and they're all like ultra protein.
No, yeah, I am someone that really struggles to like actually cook, so I love buying pre-made meals. But all of the fucking made meals are like lean, no carbs, high protein. I'm like, no, I need all of my nutrients, please.
Yeah.
Like, and I know that like I don't rely entirely on like pre-made foods. I like to make that clear. I don't only eat like fucking Hungry Man Salisbury steaks and expect to get all of my nutrients out of that. Like when I say that, I mean like when I'm trying to find like stir fry that I can add other I can add other vegetables to. No, that I can add other veggies to and like stuff like that. Like, and all I can find is like no carbs, high protein, and I'm looking at it, I'm like the cauliflower rice. I'm like, no, I want rice. I want rice.
Yeah. It's so hard.
I want food in my food.
It's sad.
I don't want protein instead of food.
Because I think the regular shit just gets phased out by that because the shopping dynamics of like, I want something healthy.
Yeah.
You know, or something that's marketed as healthy.
Yeah, I was like that. And that's the thing is that they're not even actually healthy half the time. Mm-mm. They're just marketed as healthy.
But you know they add like a little bit of protein just for that. And that's where it gets weird.
Yeah, no.
Especially with all the lead stuff.
And it's pissing me off.
PMO. Heartbreak. Wilted rose emoji.
Robert, it's pissing me off.
I saw one of those what the hell sure tweets, and it was Trisha Paytas in season 3 of Euphoria.
Yes, yeah, Trisha Paytas was confirmed for season 3 of Euphoria, which is so funny to me because I watched the first 2 seasons of Euphoria and I really enjoyed them. Did you also hear about Trisha Paytas in Beetlejuice the musical on Broadway?
Really?
Yeah, they wrote a role just for her, from what I've heard.
Okay. Fuck it. What the hell, sure.
What the hell, sure. I think it's really funny that Trisha Paytas is like becoming such like a poster child for like weird kids on the internet. Mm-hmm. It's so lovely to me.
Yeah, it's nice, dude. It was crazy when I would watch old episodes of Nathan For You and Trisha's there.
Yeah,
and it's like weird. It's like show that came out in like 2011, and they just needed. There was like
my introduction to Trisha Paytas was in the Eminem music video.
Oh yeah.
Where she was playing Jessica Simpson.
Yeah.
Not Jessica Simpson because they were just making a joke about her being fat, which is insane because she was never fat.
Right. That's that culture.
Yeah, growing up in the early 2000s did some shit to me.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was raised a man, so. But I get it. Every time I look back and I see like old like magazines and shit, I'm like horrified. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It was wild. Mm-hmm. If you had like organs in your body, they were like, look at this fat heifer cow. Oh my god, like, oh,
it's insane.
Yeah, it was so bad. I'm so glad that we moved away from that, and I'm so sad that we are moving directly back into it.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. I recognize so many of the diet culture, like it's almost the exact same diet culture.
You're seeing through the matrix of it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I feel like I'm reading fucking my mom's Cosmos in 2003 again, talking about how the best way to lose weight is to fucking drink juice that makes you shit so bad.
I was watching The Office last night, yeah, and Kelly was doing that shit. The one where she like literally just passes out because she hasn't eaten in like weeks.
Yeah, dude. When I was in 8th grade, there was a girl that I remember vividly. When I was in 8th grade, I was in show choir, and we went to a like smaller theme park around here for a celebration thing, and it just has, you know, like batting cages, go-karts, mini golf, arcade, you know, yes. That kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So we were doing that as our celebration after we did a singing competition, and then we stopped on our way back, and it was the second half of the day. No, but there was one girl that the first thing we did when we got there was eat lunch, and she couldn't eat anything while we were there because she was and is to this day a vegetarian. And also she was on a juice cleanse.
Yeah.
We were in 8th grade and she was on a juice cleanse.
That's so messed up. But
her mom and her grandma have both had a lot of work done. Mm-hmm. like there's no question of it. You look at them and you can tell kind of way. So I don't think she ever really had a shot.
Yeah.
To be fully honest,
In that
like
family, you mean?
Yeah, like in that growing up in an environment like that, because I'm not anti-plastic surgery, like to be clear, but I do firmly believe that any issues you have with your own body, you will pass on to your daughter if you aren't careful.
Sure.
Because my mom never said a bad thing about my body, but because my body looks like hers did, I hear all of the things that she said about her body when I was growing up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that that's something that a lot of people don't think about until it's too late.
For sure, yeah.
So it's like, that's what I mean, where I'm like, I don't think, even if they weren't purposefully projecting insecurities onto her, I think
it's still like, the vibe in the air.
Yeah, existing in the same environment with insecurities like that usually ends up passing along.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel that. Yeah. There's drama in the Twitter trans community right now with plastic surgery.
Oh, yeah?
Because the caption HRT is magic is going around. And they're like, don't say HRT is magic when you mean $60,000 is magic for your facial feminization surgery and stuff. And I'm like, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Just let people live their lives.
They can't undo the facial surgery to show you what they would look like without it. But
yeah.
They wouldn't look like that without HRT, let me tell you.
It's true. It's like true. Yeah, it's messed up. If you're 4chan trans, get help. Like, actually.
That's so funny. No, there was actually someone that kind of funny. There's someone that I follow on Twitter that was a Lutheran that posted about being a Lutheran trans woman.
Mm-hmm.
And now is detransitioning because he looked into orthodoxy and now has a completely different view on his gender. Not in God said that God says that trans people are bad, but in a looking into orthodoxy made me realize that I think that God really did create me perfectly, and that maybe I need to figure out and it was more of I need to figure out how to appreciate his creation for me.
Sure.
So, which is a really interesting take. I was like, oh.
Yeah, because it's not saying everyone else is also made perfect in the eye of God, but yeah, taking it personally. Maybe I did betray the vision a little bit.
Yeah, no, and now he's trying to figure out how to navigate that. And a part of me has a feeling that this is going to equal out into a non-binary identity or gender fluid identity.
Probably, yeah.
Because I've noticed that a lot of detransitioners tend to end up doing that. Not in a every detransitioner way, but in a lot of people that I know that have detransitioned for reasons like that usually end up realizing that they're non-binary or gender fluid or something. They just realize they're like, oh, I just don't align with genders. That's why I felt weird both ways.
Yeah. And I've also noticed, most detransitioners usually tend to for lack of better words, keep the look.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they don't really I don't know. It gets bad when you're speaking a general like that, but I don't know. Usually in interviews and stuff. And then there's also people who are just detransitioning for the grift.
Yeah.
You know, nowadays especially. So it gets kind of hard to generalize, but it's
but I thought that was a really interesting case. I was like, oh,
absolutely.
Huh. And I was it was kind of funny because they were posting, they were like, it's really hard because I got rid of all of my old clothes and I transitioned, but luckily men just kind of wear t-shirts and jeans and then you look masculine, so it's fine.
It's very true.
It's it's kind of the opposite. I feel like every trans woman I know is has to take so long to figure out how they want to dress and all that, versus I feel like a lot of trans men just kind of dress the same way they did as women.
Sure, yeah.
Whether it was they were already a tomboy when they were a woman, so when they were a woman. Yeah. We're doing great,
Speaking
guys.
about the group.
Speaking of
the group were all a woman.
Yeah, when they were all one women. No, but I feel like a lot of trans guys that were already kind of masculine women end up leaning towards being a masculine man, whereas I feel like a lot of more feminine women who realize they're trans men lean towards femininity, whether that's still wearing skirts and all, or just being a guy that wears a lot of pink and purple still because they know that it looks good on them. Because it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and then when you're discovering you are a trans woman, you're not really like allowed to like experiment with like feminine clothes in the same way that women are allowed to experiment with like masculine clothes.
No,
and I'm
exactly.
not saying that's a problem. You know, it's just the way it is.
That's
I tried my best with leggings,
happens,
but then it's like, then there's like, you just feel like a fucking creep if you're not like tucking, and it's hard.
You wear a dance belt.
Yeah, I had one of those for Spider-Man reasons.
For Spider-Man reasons. At least you did. We are entering the season. This is your official PSA from ATWC. If you have a penis, please, and you're planning on wearing like a bodysuit, like a morph suit, anything tight like that, for the love of God, please wear a dance belt.
Just wear a dance belt.
Just wear a dance belt. I whether you are a man with a penis, a woman with a penis, a they, them with a penis, I don't care. No one wants to see it through the material. No one wants to see it through the material.
And no, 2 underwears is not enough.
No.
I know what you're thinking.
You need to make a choice. You're either going to tuck or you're going to wear a dance belt. Both of those things are equally valid, but you need to make your choice now, because I don't want to see it on Halloween, especially if you're planning on going out and going home with someone, because I don't need to see you pointing in the direction of who you've decided on. Because I saw that last year and it was gross.
Yeah.
It was nasty. And I didn't like it.
And if that doesn't sound good, pick a different costume.
Pick a different costume if you don't want to wear a dance belt, because no one wants to see your penis and your underwear.
Be fucking Steve from Minecraft.
For real.
Jackass.
Glad we could get our PSA out there before Halloween this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
So important.
We're going to change the world.
This podcast is going to change everything.
Damn right.
And we've been saying this.
You know, one quote I saw that changed my freaking mind on that was Hayden Christensen recalling a George Lucas quote, and he was like, it's such a weird quote. He's like, Hayden, you can't change the world. You can only invent a new world and invite people into it. And I'm like, that's kind of fair.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of like what I'm doing with my stream and this little podcast, is like creating a little universe where it's like bad stuff don't exist for a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. And yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of stream, were you following TwitchCon this weekend?
Yeah, just a little bit.
It was not great.
I think it's so funny that like big streamers were like, no, I'm not attending TwitchCon. Like security's always been an issue, and I just have a bad feeling about this one. And like Twitch from like a PR perspective is like, you know, like whatever, your loss. And then like all this happens and they're like, we are so devastated, you know? And I'm like, that's so messed up.
I genuinely think that this is going to be the last TwitchCon.
Yeah.
At least like the last one that's actually attended by anyone from Twitch. Because I mean, I feel like we can agree that the biggest like news story to come out of TwitchCon this weekend was the Emiru,
of course,
thing. For those who don't know, a streamer, Emiru, was sexually assaulted in front of everyone at a meet and greet at TwitchCon. By someone that was allowed to pass through multiple layers of security and cut through the line without any passes, besides a general entry pass, I believe.
Yeah.
And then she was only protected and escorted off the premises by her own staff. Afterwards, Twitch staff were reportedly making fun of her and then went out partying.
Yeah. And the way she tells the story, because I watched, I think like half of it, and then I had to go do something, but I heard like most of it from her perspective. And she's just talking about like the Twitch staff like aren't really paying attention, and afterwards you're like, what happened? And I'm like,
they were joking about how they never even saw him. Like they didn't see. They were like, oh, we didn't see anything that happened. Like we only heard about it after the fact. It's like, you shouldn't be laughing about that.
I think part of the problem is that like, I feel like the security that Twitch hires for TwitchCon is kind of just like general security guards that aren't like understanding of like what happens at these types of events, you know, like parasocial relationships and like creeps and
they
stuff.
Also banned Emiru's preferred security guard last year.
Yeah.
For protecting her. So that's also like, so even their security sucks, and if you bring in your own, you risk them getting banned.
Damn.
Like, And obviously I was following the Minecraft side of it.
Yeah, what happened there?
So one of the most popular creators on like arguably the largest Twitch creator in the Hermitcraft space, but definitely one of the largest Twitch creators that was there is GoodTimesWithScar.
Mm-hmm.
And he is a chronically ill and disabled man. He is in a wheelchair. He is on oxygen. Like that, and that's a huge part of what he does. A lot of what Hermitcraft does is raising money for disability rights because of that, like all that. And Twitch, so at TwitchCon, they were hosting a large Hermitcraft panel, and there was an MCC. There was Minecraft Champion.
Oh yeah.
A live MCC for everyone.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was super cool. But the problem is that the stage for all of the stuff was not wheelchair accessible at all. Scar was not able to get on stage at all. And this isn't like, and when I say that Scar is one of the biggest like Minecraft creators on Twitch, I also mean that like he has been recognized by Minecraft. His cat Jelly is in the game.
Mm-hmm.
His cat Jelly is I believe the gray striped cat.
Okay.
It's literally modeled after his cat Jelly, who has now passed away. Rest in peace, Jelly. But yeah, so that was ridiculous that they didn't have. So he couldn't get up on stage. I believe I believe they were able to get him up for the Hermitcraft panel, but I'm not 100% sure. But they weren't able to get him up for any of the MCC stuff because that was all like shorter time frames.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really unfortunate because his team won.
Yeah.
So they had to accept their crowns off stage. And also, he couldn't lift the crown because it was too heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Gemini Tay had to put it on his head for him, if I remember correctly.
God damn.
And then they also sat him right next to a speaker that was so loud you could hear his desk vibrating. And again, he's on oxygen, and he had to literally yell.
Yeah.
The entire time. So that's really, like, so they just did not care about the accessibility for Scar at all.
That's so messed up.
Which is so frustrating, especially for us as a community because Scar has been so recognized.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's one of the guys that's behind. There was a major push to where Hermitcraft charity donations were going towards gaming stations and children's hospitals, so that it was literally a mobile Minecraft machine that could travel from hospital bed to hospital bed, and they said like donated thanks to this Hermitcraft charity stream on them. Like, so it's just
to do all that good and then to be treated like that by Twitch, no less. You know? It's not like some like random
at official
event.
Minecraft events, at official Twitch at the official Minecraft events hosted at the official Twitch convention. The accessibility of his wheelchair was not taken into account at all, and they put him next to a giant speaker that was so loud.
God damn it.
Yeah, no. And then I also, for Twitter, threw onto my timeline that I wrote it down. One sec. Chibidoki and Nagzz meet and greet was shut down by staff. And then the staff told the fans that it was because Chibi and Nagzz were tired and leaving early.
Oh my God.
And also multiple faceless VTubers were forced to unmask to get through security and on the con floor by security. Like straight up, they were like, hey, there were a couple of people that were like, hey, I have like a stalking situation going on. So I am a face, like I don't show my face. People will recognize my voice. So I cannot show my face. And they were like, don't care. Pull down your mask.
Because it's like the verification is like still like who fucking cares?
Oh yeah, and even people that were wearing clear masks were forced to bring down their masks. So it was just like security forcing everyone to take down their masks, which also wasn't great for a lot of people who were chronically ill, like Scar, who was also masked for the entire thing.
Ugh.
So yeah.
TwitchCon 10, everyone.
Yeah, it's just so. You would think that they would figure it out. Eventually. Yeah.
Or just think it through. It's so annoying how I think I've said it before. It's like every corporation right now feels like, okay, how can we do less and make more money?
Yeah.
You know, in just every way. It's like, how can we be lazier? How can we cut more corners? How can we tank enough controversies to make a buck?
Yeah.
And that pisses me off so much.
No, but I really do think that this is going to sound fucked up. I think it was the beginning of the end when VidCon started letting in TikTokers, because I think that we all should have acknowledged that TikTok should have had its own convention.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I don't mean that because I'm like, oh, they're not real. I mean that just in terms of like, I don't think at the time there was nearly as much overlap. So all that happened was you had twice as many people.
Mm-hmm. Well, and the culture is just completely different. Like, YouTubers were pissed off that TikTokers were there, and TikTokers, I don't know if they were pissed off that YouTubers were there, but they were just like, it's just a bunch of random people they don't know.
Yeah, a lot of them didn't have the respect for YouTubers that a lot of the YouTubers felt that they should have been owned as like a longer standing, more respected platform. Mm-hmm. Kind of like they had reference for like people who were on TV, right?
Yeah.
When for a long time TV was looked down upon from people that were in movies. Like there's always a form of media that's looked down upon by another, right?
Okay, yeah.
Because it's the same thing like theater people that do theater acting and screen acting usually look down on each other. Like it's just what you perceive as real acting TM or like real production. Like, and a lot of people argued that TikTokers weren't doing half the work that YouTubers were, but were expecting the same amount of respect as long-term YouTubers, which some definitely were, and that was weird to see. But they're like, but for the most part, I don't think that was super true. I think it was just that there was a lot of people who were there for TikTokers that were trying to act like TikTokers, and that was what was pissing off.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or they were acting like what they thought TikTokers should act like, which is children.
Yeah, and I also think like TikTok fan bases probably attended the convention more, so it's like there's, you know, I don't even know who attended, but just imagining like Rhett and Link trying to do like a meet and greet, but then like over there's like fucking, I don't know whoever's on TikTok, Charlie D'Amelio. I don't know.
There you go. Yeah.
It just sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah.
And then Dream like the king of both at the time.
Yeah, that's like, I firmly think that TikTok should have had its own convention, but like I said, it's not because I think that they should be. I think it would have been cool if they could have managed a way to have like two convention centers that were close enough to each other that you could con hop.
Yeah. Like,
if you're trying to do it in LA, you could probably make that work.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Like,
or
the scale of both is like crazy, but yeah, if you just book the number of tickets like you would if you had one of them, but then just have two of them so that people can be spread out or whatever. Or 1.5. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. We're not event planners. Don't take our word as gospel.
We are not event planners, despite what you may have thought.
Yeah, despite what I know that our plans sound so good and we sound like we know exactly what we're talking about. But unfortunately, we don't. That's why our cameras keep turning off.
Yeah. That was my nightmare for a while. When I had to make like a Mr. Beast video for my high school. I had to like fully like plan an event. We did hide and seek around the high school with like cameras and shit, and it was just a nightmare. And I'm like 16, 17 at the time, and they're like, why didn't you reach out to this person before this person? And no, you do it in this order. No, of course that day doesn't work. And I'm like, I'm doing too much for $10 an hour.
Like, I'm just a baby.
I'm just a little baby.
I'm just a little baby. I don't know better.
I don't know.
Sorry, I default into like millennial baby talk every time I get the chance, because it's the baby talk thing is still funny to me as long as you're not trying to be cutesy with it.
Yeah, sure.
when you're doing it for like, because I feel like that's the difference between like millennial baby talk and like actually funny baby talk. Is millennial baby talk is like trying to be cutesy, but when you're talking about doing some shit and you were actually like too young to be doing it, you're like, I was just a little baby. I didn't know better.
I didn't know. I had to put my hand on the stove.
Yeah, you had to figure it out.
Email the athletic director first. Ow! Yeah, it's messed up.
No, that's how I've felt a couple of times, like trying to get stuff set up, because now that I'm like more of a like an actual, instead of being like a support employee, I am like I have my own independent function within the church now. Like I'm not just support staff to Sunday school. I am also the video editor.
Yeah.
Like I have multiple. I have like 4 videos to edit, but I just remembered that. It's fine. We'll be fine.
We'll be all right.
We'll be all right. What are they going to do? Fire me?
What's daddy going to do? Sue me?
Exactly. No, but now, like, they'll be like, yeah, so you can, so I'll be like, yeah, I want to do this. And I'm like, okay, if you want to do that, I'll support you with it. Like, let's get started. I'm like, what do you mean?
Right.
What do you mean?
Like, I was just spitballing ideas. I didn't know you're going to take that seriously.
Yeah, like, I've been trying
I had, like, power here.
No, yeah, like, I've been trying to put together a one-act play festival, and I've been working on it for, like, I'm probably not going to be able to do it until next year.
Mm-hmm.
And I was already, well, let me rephrase, 2 years from now, because I was already planning on doing it in 2026.
Yeah.
So, like, I probably won't be able to do it until 2027, just because because after I came up with that idea, I got hired in my new position, so I had to get those. I have so many ducks to get into so many rows. Yeah. And unfortunately, some of my ducks are just going to run wild for like a year until I have time to put those ducks into that row.
You got the air tag on the duck, though. Like, it's going to be fine.
Exactly.
We have it tracked. We're going to get it in the row. But it's so many ducks.
It's so many ducks.
Just leave us alone. It's so many ducks.
No, yeah. Well, like the four videos that I'm worried about is that I'm recording all of next month's podcast tomorrow, because I record in bulk for my other podcast. Because this format's fun, but it's not for me. No, I'm kidding.
No, I mean, I get it.
I just genuinely can't get time with the two hosts every week for that. Like, they're too.
And they're 30 minutes, right?
At most. They usually aim for like 15.
Yeah, because if we had to do 4 of these in a row, could you imagine?
We've tried to do 2 in a row, and we were going insane by the end of the second one.
Yeah.
No, but I have to do that, and then I have to edit together all the kids that are getting confirmed. They want edited. They videotape them in front of a green screen, so I have to put their quotes behind them, and I've never done green screen before.
Get ready.
So
it's a nightmare. I have one video though that makes it really simple, as long as it was lit well. If it wasn't lit very well, you might be screwed.
See, my worst case scenario is I'll just like decrease the saturation and just put the quotes on the green, and it'll be fine. You know, it's fine. I can make it work. But then there's also the one that actually scares me is there's a congregation in another town that their pastor is going through some health stuff right now, so they have a bunch of guest pastors coming in delivering sermons via video. So my pastor wants me to edit that video before he sends it up, and that's terrifying to me, because that's like sending it to a whole different church to be judged.
Yeah.
And that's crazy.
Eek. That's a lot of ducks.
Yeah, so I have a lot of ducks to put into a lot of rows. But once those ducks are all in rows, it's gonna be fine.
Oh yeah.
The one that scares me.
And they're gonna look like peeps.
Yeah, and that's gonna be fine. It's gonna be like, did you see the movie The Wild Robot?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you remember when they have the baby pictures of the thing, and it's just like the carvings of the duck of the duck growing? That's what it's going to look like. Yeah. That exactly.
That bar for bar.
Bar for bar. It's just going to be that like frame over and over and over again.
Yeah, Wild Robot was sick. DreamWorks is so hit or miss. And when they hit, they hit. And when they miss, Ruby Gillman Teenage Kraken.
I heard that movie wasn't bad. It just wasn't advertised. Like, I didn't hear about it until after it already left theaters.
I mean, like, I watched it and I was just left wanting more. And that was even before I was like, like capable, well, not capable, but before I was like really into movies in the way that I am now. That was just like a casual viewing as a casual viewer, and that was still like, that's a bad sign. But I don't know, but DreamWorks can hit. When they hit, they hit.
For real.
But then they have to make like 5 different TV shows about their hits, and then that's where it gets weird.
Yeah. Well, Disney used to do that. They used to have a whole channel dedicated to that too, Disney. Yeah. Used to eat that shit up, num num num.
Num num num. Yummy like chicken patty.
Yummy like popcorn chicken.
Oh, that's what it was.
How could you? The lore.
But no, DreamWorks shows are so bad. Like I don't know. They are just not afraid to just milk an IP for so much money, and it works every time. And I don't blame them. Maybe they have really good teams making the Boss Baby back in business. I don't know. But it is crazy. Like a manager at work just broke it down for me and just explored every DreamWorks IP like successful, not successful?
You have to remember that part of it's because they are willing to license out their IP more than Disney is.
Ah, sure.
So it's not that they're the ones making Boss Baby, whatever the fuck you just said. But they are willing to hand that IP to Netflix.
Yeah.
And let Netflix fund that. Because then because Netflix wants that because that's something they can put on Netflix Kids.
Mm-hmm.
And that kids will absolutely watch right after finishing Boss Baby. And that's something that parents will put in front of their kids because they're like, I have to do laundry.
I have to do laundry. We watch Boss Baby and the Boss Baby 2, the TV show.
Exactly.
It's the worst that could happen. Yeah.
That's how it goes.
That's fair. And Disney's getting weird with Disney Plus. I feel like they're trying to kind of go in that direction. Especially like if you ever just like click on Frozen on Disney Plus and the entire suggested section is somehow like 16 different Frozen properties and you're like, how does this even?
You have to remember that I was alive for the what I call the DVD Dark Ages post Disney Renaissance.
Mm-hmm.
Which is in the early
Little Mermaid 2.
Yeah, which was in the early 2000s when they kept making all of those direct-to-DVD sequels of all of the Disney Renaissance films, including, like, Cinderella.
Yeah. There's a whole Cinderella trilogy.
Yeah, I don't think those ones came out in the early 2000s. I think those ones came out earlier.
Oh,
but it
gets even worse.
But I don't remember for sure, yeah.
Uh-huh.
No, but yeah, it was just, like... So that's what a lot of, like, Disney Plus slop feels like to me, is it feels like the direct-to-DVD slop. And I genuinely think that it's the same problem of like where they're just like, oh well, we can do this and we're making money off of it, and then they're going to realize that it's just making them look kind of bad, and then they're going to back off of it again and be like, oh, but we're back to focusing on quality.
Yeah. Oh my god, it gets so every time Disney gets a hit, the CEO goes, well, you know, it's always been about creating films that people want to see, about quality. Like fucking Michael Scott, like it's so fucking
we here at Disney have been about quality for our entire
for 102 years now. It's been about people. It's so messed up. Like after like Thunderbolts was like a hit, they were like, you know what? Every Marvel project going forward, it's about quality over quantity, and we realize that now.
Yeah, that's what they always say too. Is we realize that now. Die in a fire.
Die.
I was explaining to when I was getting my hair done on Friday, I thought it was really funny. My hairstylist was getting in beef with her landlord because she's in like the salon situation where it's a space where it's like a dozen salons in each hallway that each just have like their own room that they all function out of independently. They all just pay rent to this one guy that maintains the property as a whole, you know?
I like that.
Works really well. They all have their own suites that they can all paint and change to fit their aesthetic, whatever. But they're also not all paying like individual rent for an entire building or like an entire space. They're just paying it for this one suite that has a sink and a chair in it.
Yeah.
You know? Works really well for them. But they were complaining because it was super hot in there. Because the heating had been kicked on, but there wasn't a whole lot of airflow, so it was just warm. Which I really liked, but Brittany was like, I'm sweating. I need it. Because, you know, she's the one that's actually walking around doing my hair.
Of course.
So she kept, like, messaging her landlord to be like, hey, like, can we turn, because of course the thermostat is in, like, a locked box, because then otherwise everyone would be changing it. Because there's, like I said, probably 24 stylists in there in any given day. And that's not just hairstylists. That's also girls doing nails. That's also estheticians. Like, so it's a lot. So she messaged him, and he showed up, and he like turned on the fan system, so that was blowing fresh air and, you know, whatever. And he came and told her that, because I'm there for a fat minute to get my hair bleached and dyed. You know. Yeah. And after a while, like after he leaves, she texts him something, and he just texts back K. And she's like joking about like, oh, you never text a woman K. Like, you should know better than, you know, whatever. Because, you know, she's not texting that to him, obviously. And I was like, well, you know what I always do to Ace? And she's like, what? I was like, whenever you just text me back K, like just the letter K, I send back ill yourself.
There you go.
And she was like, I don't think I can do that to my landlord. I was like, I mean, you could once.
Yeah, everybody gets their one time.
Yeah. Just can't guarantee you'll still have a suite.
Probably not. That would be fire, though.
No, yeah, but I just thought it was really funny that she was like, I was like, yeah, you can do it once.
You get your one. Just to know what it feels like.
Yeah.
You would never do it again.
Just to feel something.
Just to feel something for once in our lives. Once in our damn lives. So Baby No Money dropped an album, and hot take, it's kind of bad.
I haven't listened to it yet, but I am a person that really enjoys Baby No Money, so I think I'll really like it.
Agree. And I think all the singles over the last 2 years, like, they're all good. Like, you know, I have my favorites. I have ones I don't listen to as often, but I really like the sound and I really like the way he makes music. But this album is like not that. And there's a couple of the singles on the album, of course, because that's just like how albums work. But every like original song from the album, I'm like, wow, I don't like this.
I'll check it out. Like, I forgot. I genuinely, for some reason, I thought it released tomorrow.
I think, well, because what it was is he announced it and it was releasing in like 3 days.
Oh.
So normally when someone announces something, like it's in a few weeks or a few months, he just kind of like announced it and then it was coming out.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
But
well, I think it's partly because the way that Baby No Money markets, like you can kind of tell that an album is coming even before he makes the official announcement, just because he starts putting out like, hey, I'm looking for artists because he's my fuck AI king. So
yeah. And they get so mad at him on Twitter.
Yeah.
All this guy does is post fuck AI and be 30 years old. It's like, no, dude, like it's cool.
I thought it was really funny that someone posted, they were like, I love Baby No Money, but why does he have to be so mean to AI artists? It was like a sad thing. And then he retweeted it and was like, fuck AI.
Yeah. Fuck AI.
Him and the Davinky twins are leading the charge in the war against AI. And I love that for them.
It is true. They can tweet it a million times over. I'll press heart every time.
I love the Davinky twins. I love that they have like 4 jokes and they respect and they acknowledge that and use them to the absolute fullest.
Because it's funny.
It is funny. It's funny and it's funny every time. That's the best part.
It's like, no, don't kill yourself. You are special.
It's always funny and it always makes me laugh and I always hit repost on TikTok. Dude, the repost button hates to see me coming on any social media.
Yeah?
Yeah,
You're devilish with that shit?
I love reposting. I've had ever since I found out about the share button on Facebook at 11 years old, it's been game over for anyone that has me on a social media.
You're like, everyone's seeing this now.
Yeah.
This is my new thing.
I want to show you guys. Hey guys, check this out. That's what I use the button as. It's like, hey guys, check this out.
Hey guys, check this out.
Hey guys, check this out.
If you're a fan of me, this is what I'm a fan of. So you want
check this out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I redid my link tree recently and I realized that in my old link tree my like bio on it was like, hey, check it out, and I was like, damn, because that's what I text that to like my friends all the time. I was like, check this out. Like, I don't do it to you as much because I know you don't use TikTok. Yeah. So I know you don't like short form content.
I found the method though, because I used to hate when people send me TikTok links because it would like make me download the app, and I'm not doing that. Yeah. I found out if you click it and then go into the URL and delete everything after the question mark, you can watch any TikTok link.
Real shit.
So you can send me TikToks now.
There you go.
Ability unlocked.
Excellent. No, but like, it's because my 2 worst things that I do is I chronically send like whoever my meme person is TM of that moment, whether it's just whoever's been responding to my memes most recently, to be fully honest. I send that person so many videos, I send Ace so many videos, and I repost so many videos. But it's just because sharing is caring, and if I see something that makes me go I want to share it. Exactly. I feel that way too. The problem is that I'm easily amused. Yeah. So people are like, okay. Like, all right. This again. This is fine. It's also really funny because my reposts are a goddamn mess. Where it's like, it'll be like a couple of things where it's like, God, thank you for today. Like the things that you make are so beautiful. And then it's like Shrek twerking. And then I'm like, oops. Probably should have thought about what my recent reposts are. It's a full fine. like checkered pattern, like Barbenheimer effect every time. It really is. No, going through my reposts is going through a fucking war zone. So minefield. That's the word I was looking for. Go. I could not think of the word field. Like, I'm not kidding. I could be like mine zone. Like my brain just kept going mind zone.
That's what it is.
Zone. Yeah. It's area.
War zone. Mine zone.
Yeah.
Wait till you figure out about Minesweeper. That shit's crazy. They got a simulated minefield. You don't even have to step in it. You can play around.
Yo.
You can play hopscotch.
I went through, oh my God, my sophomore year of college. I went through the most intense minesweeper phase of my time.
Really?
I spent an entire semester of college, every class, I was playing Minesweeper.
Damn.
I was on my grind.
Mm-hmm.
I loved that shit. And the worst part was that like I was playing it on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
So like I wasn't even like I was just like sticking my phone behind the computer and like, and because I was turning everything in, none of my professors gave a shit.
Right.
Like that was one thing that I thought was so funny. Being in high school, I had a couple of teachers that would like didn't give a shit about what I was doing, because I would turn everything in.
Yeah,
and then
I became that way too.
Yeah, and then I had that was the nice thing about having like I had a good reputation in high school, so it was fine.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had a couple of teachers that were like, well, just because they let you use it, they shouldn't let you do that because then you'll get too used to it, and in college they won't let you do that. Except for one exception, and I'm sure you can guess the one. Every professor that I had didn't give a shit about phones.
Mm-hmm.
And the one that I did also taught all of her classes like she was teaching the elementary school that she came from. So no, I was like, I had a feeling that after the fact you'd be able to guess anyway, but I wanted you to be able to guess now.
Yeah.
Because it's funny.
Yeah. She was awesome.
What? I was so glad that I got her in my final semester of my senior year.
Mm-hmm.
That really reminded me, because I was at that point I was kind of in like maybe I should stay and get my minor. Like I know I already submitted my graduation thing, but I can rescind it, whatever. And then I had her, and I was like, no, I'm ready to fucking graduate. Actually,
I'm out. I'm fully out.
I'm out. I don't want to get talked to like this. Actually, I am an adult.
Yeah, I'm 23. I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah, I was like, I'm 23 and I'm being told to walk around and make comments about other people's presentations. Like I'm back at I feel like I'm 17 again, and I don't like it.
Oh, it was awesome. It's like you get the big note card poster sheet thing, and it's like, who has the best handwriting? What colors are we gonna use?
I felt like being able to talk about my favorite movie for that long at the very end of the semester was really funny, though.
Yeah, that made it all worth it.
It really did. Her just kind of being like, yeah, you can have a presentation about whatever, and I got to yap about Scott Pilgrim vs. the World for
with a purple Ramona Flowers haircut.
Yeah,
at the time.
No, I think was it purple at that point?
It could have been orange.
I think it was orange. I think it was because, well, see, the thing that got weird about it was that when I first dyed it, I had purple at the top because it was like sunset, but then the purple faded. And then the red, it just kind of became more red. Mm-hmm. Like it was weird. I really like that haircut though.
Yeah, absolutely, it's a good one.
One of the bangers. Not every haircut or hair dyeing choice that I've made has been a hit, but that one was definitely one of them.
Mm-hmm. I miss my bleached hair a little bit, but it fucks with the color of my skin in a way where it's like, I don't know, my skin looks like redder when I have bleached hair.
I think that you should go to a salon to get your hair like bleached and toned.
I did that last time.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it kind of washed away near the end, I guess, and I didn't like maintain it very well.
I think that's why. I think that's why I forgot that you went to a salon for that one, is because you didn't do any touch-up work, which is like fine. I can't judge because I don't touch anything up. I let my hair go until it gets out, and then I switch my hair color. Mm-hmm. So like. I just forgot that I'm not the only person that does that sometimes. Yeah. No, I should. You should go to my girl.
Absolutely. I don't know what I'll do. Sometimes.
Brittany just wants to do curly hair. That's why I keep trying to send all my curly haired friends to her. Yeah, because she has curly hair.
Oh, I see.
And so do all of her kids. So she's like, it's so fun to do curly hair.
Yeah, she should offer a 5% curly discount.
I wouldn't surprise if she would if after a certain point, because they do like a different color discount every month.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, right now it's pink and orange.
Yeah.
Which wasn't why I picked pink, but was a nice little it helped me solidify that decision.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we talked about that. It's if you're on the fence, it's just like, all right, fuck it,
might as well.
Fuck it.
I'm very curious to see what their colors for November are going to be, though, because I feel like a harder like month to come up with colors for.
Yeah, the theme color of November is really like okay.
Brown.
Yeah, brown. Like I was gonna go into all of it. Like September is yellow.
Mm-hmm.
October is orange. November is brown.
Mm-hmm.
December can be really anything in that blue, purple.
See, December,
whatever you want.
December is red and green for me because of Christmas.
Yes, but I guess I'm saying more in a world where you can't pick two colors. December's like kind of like maybe a lavender, maybe a deep purple.
See, for me, December's still green then because I have an evergreen tree in my yard.
Oh, yeah.
So for me, it's like, oh, December, the only color you can see is like dark green from evergreen trees, like when you look out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I do respect like any color for December. That's how I feel about January. For me, January is light blue.
Mm-hmm. I think for me, January is just pure white, like 00000 on the or is it FFFFF? Whatever the one on the color picker is just like plain.
It's both.
Corner as it gets white, really?
If I remember correctly, yeah. It just depends on what code you're using.
Oh, I see.
January's always been like really light blue for me because it's like ice, like an icy blue. Yeah.
And then February, I'm saying purple because like amethyst and all that.
It's
like
pink for Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay.
It's always pink for Valentine's Day for me. And that's also Ace and I's anniversary month.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a month of love for me.
I'm famously single on Valentine's Day, so I guess I never even freaking think of it.
It's okay. You can do the YouTuber thing where you keep making single content once you get into a relationship secretly until you come out with your marriage.
Yeah.
Apparently that's what we're doing now.
That's the meta. And then March is like my green month. That's fair.
See, March is like a brighter green.
Okay.
March is like a spring green. December is like a deep emerald green, like a forest green.
April's messy.
April's lilac. April is lilac and purple because that's when the lilacs in my yard start budding. Mm-hmm. So it's like this but lighter.
To be honest, the vibe of April lately has been when the snow is like just low enough for the grass to be ugly and peek out of it.
True.
So that's kind of what I imagine for April. Even though it starts to get nice. It's
here in New Mexico, the famous state with all the snow.
Yes. Honestly, April, you know, the sky in spring and winter where it just won't ever clear up even though it's hot out. Mm-hmm. That's the color of April to me. Just that shitty sky gray where it's just be blue for God's sake.
What color is May for you then?
May?
Because May's like hot pink for me. That's my birthday month. So I associate that with like hot pink and lots of colors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's probably why I feel that way about February. But May is more, I think it's similar to March as like a green month. But I'm trying to figure out, I don't know. It might be somewhere in the like orange to yellow spectrum because that's when like the world starts to like change color again. Yeah. Perception, you know, the filter goes back on.
See, I feel that way about June. June is when it starts going back into the warm colors. For me, June is like a really pale sandy yellow.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. I think I haven't really thought about the colors.
My friend
was
I have a friend with what's it called? When you like the way that you perceive language and sounds manifests in other senses. So like some people
synesthesia or whatever.
Yeah, synesthesia. Yeah. And she's gonna love this episode. I need to send it to her because this is gonna be like a yummy part for her.
We're gonna make the channel ATWC clips and just do this part.
Well, because her thing is like how words taste and like the colors that they're associated with. So like she's gonna love us just discussing how we perceive it too. Like because she thinks it's really interesting how other people that don't have synesthesia perceive like stuff like that.
Yeah, how the normies get like these little tastes of it.
Yeah, July. It's like July is like bright red for me, like American flag red.
Good call. Yeah.
Because it's hot.
And it's so hot.
Yeah, because it's hot and July. Like everyone has flags up for all of July, because they put them up for 4th of July and they don't bother taking them down because you have Flag Day, Memorial Day, Labor Day all coming up. Like, well, Memorial Day already happened at that point, I guess. You put them up for Memorial Day and then you don't take them down until after Labor Day.
And then honestly, I think my summer months might also be like a yellow, orange, and red type of thing, just because of the temperature.
Yeah, August for me. August is where it gets weird though, because I feel like August for me is where like it starts to like be like the beginnings of fall, but it's not fall yet.
Yeah.
You're just starting to think about fall. So I think for me it's like orange, but not the same orange that Halloween is.
Of course, Halloween's like the bright orange.
Yeah, Halloween's like bright, like like plastic pumpkin orange. Like
But
October is bright pumpkin plastic orange, but the
August can be like a leaf orange.
Yeah, you're in like a sunset.
Yeah.
Bringing in the Hunger Games in here. My favorite color is orange, not like Effie's hair, but like a sunset. Sorry.
Yeah. I think that somewhere in the summer, one of the colors might be blue too. I don't know. I don't have time to think about the colors.
I think August could definitely be blue, but that's also because August is when I go on vacation. So so I associate like water parks with August.
Ah, yes.
Water parks and like going to the lake and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll take blue for August as well.
Yeah.
But like a pool blue. Like a summery pool blue.
Maybe my June is blue because I'm so focused on the sky, and that's when the sky finally
That's so fair.
clears up. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think about my summer colors that often. Oh well. Now I did.
Yeah, I was like, I realized that I didn't think about my summer colors very often when I was bullet journaling, and I was like, what color scheme do I want for August? What do you mean?
What do you mean? Yeah.
I figured it out.
Yeah, there we go. So that's the official ATWC colors by the year. When we drop a calendar in 2032, you're gonna recognize that runs a bit back to now.
What kind of calendar would we make?
Puppies.
Puppies? I definitely could see us doing that. Like I know, if I remember correctly, Dan and Phil made one with puppies, one with kitties, and one with horses.
Okay.
I think we should go. I think we need to change. I think we need to not be basic bitches. I think we need to be birds.
Okay. I can do birds.
ATWC and birds.
The bird calendar. Get ready.
I don't know what's funnier, if it's just like awkward family photos or if it's like a sexy calendar, but there's just like a bird on our shoulder.
Yeah. You know what? A family photo calendar like emulator would be really funny. Where it's like just us and like a couple people who've been on the podcast, but like taking pictures like we're a family.
Yeah, awkward family photo. Yeah, that's what Dan and Phil always do. Like that's why. Well, that's what I'm saying is like there's a market for it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's been done. I'm saying that there's a provable market.
Yeah.
That's how you have to. We're late in the game. We have to think of it that way. We can't do. There's nothing new that we could possibly do at this point.
Right.
Nothing that we can afford anyway.
Not at all. And we'll drop an Etsy sticker pack. Have you ever thought about doing that?
I was like, yeah, I've actually been thinking about a lot about what site I want to start posting my art on to sell it. Like, because
I've heard those Etsy sticker businesses go like Breaking Bad crazy.
It depends. I know Redbubble is really, really popular, but it's really rough on that one because Redbubble, so many people just post memes like that they just stole. Yeah. So you have to compete against like Michael Scott. Yeah. That's rough.
That's rough. That's hard to do.
Yeah. But I've been debating it. I just have to figure out what site I want to start posting my art on to have them print stickers for me, because that's the other thing is that I don't have like a sticker printer,
right,
or anything like that. I don't really have the time to run a side business like that. I would much rather like I would much rather even if I lose out on some money, I'd rather just post it on like Redbubble and have them print the stickers and t-shirts and stuff for me.
Yeah, that's especially how I feel about like t-shirts and hoodies. Like I would love ATWC merch, but I'm not like printing that shit myself. No. Like it is going. I'm so sorry. It is going to be like a Gildan shirt, and it's going to fade away in like 2 or 3 years.
Hey, no, we're gonna at least find some quality like steam pressers. Come on.
I hope.
My goal.
Spreadshirt.com/ATWC.
I think we just need to. I think as long as we aren't doing it ourselves, it'll actually look better.
Yeah.
You guys don't want us to
I got my merch and it's like tilted by 2 degrees. I'm like, fuck, that one made it out. Fuck, that was supposed to go over there.
God damn it. It's just every time you guys sent in a complaint, we'd respond with an image of us punching ourselves in the head.
Oh, you made me do this. Oh, ow.
reverse parasociality. What was it?
Saprosocial. Green video.
Yeah. We're gonna we're gonna body you guys as our audience and guilt trip you guys instead.
By our non-existent merchant calendars.
Yeah. We're also gonna start calling people out by name. If you commented on our first 4 videos, then we're gonna start mentioning you by name. So that until you come back.
Yeah.
So make sure you get in now so that you can
get in now. Get in. That's
the secret, Cap. I just turned it back into parasociality.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. I love it. What was I like literally just thinking of? Oh,
sorry.
No. Don't be sorry. It was like, yeah, I always get scared like tying like art to money like that though. Like that's probably like the number one reason I didn't like ever do like freelance like video editing, partly because I like kind of do hate editing.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't know if I just want to like.
I think everyone that does editing hates it a little bit.
Yeah, you kind of have to get the best out of you. You have to.
Exactly.
It's like Whiplash, but it's Premiere Pro crashing instead of being like emotionally tormented.
Hit Control S. Control S. Control S.
Literally, like, come on. You like try to move something over 3 pixels, like not quite my tempo, crashes.
That's genuinely what it feels like too. Is the worst part.
Do you know why I just threw a crash at you?
It's just really funny because I use like Elements instead of Premiere Pro. I use Premiere Elements.
Yeah.
Different tax bracket. My bad. No, but it's really funny because I only ever like. It runs just fine because I'm not doing any super chunky editing on it, but I could feel like the more editing I put into it, it starts getting a little worried, and I'm like no, don't worry, baby girl, we're almost done, it's fine.
So tell me, were you using Lumetri color or were you HSL color grading?
and it's especially funny because like I record on my phone and then I like bring it in and it's like, oh, you want to change the project settings? And I'm always like, yeah, whatever. Like, but then I'll pull in another video thing and I'll be like, do you want to change the project settings again? I'll be like, no,
not this time.
Not this time.
Maybe.
And then I fucking don't, and then it's like, oh, and it crashes, and I'm like,
yep. Yeah, you say don't change the project settings, like, well, this doesn't even fucking fit in there. And why would I even render it if you're not going to change the fucking settings anyway? So I pretty much just deleted it.
Mind you, I go in and check the settings. Nothing has changed.
Right, yeah.
It's the worst part. Like, you go in. Oh my God, I hate editing. I love editing. I love my job. I hate editing.
No, I love the final product. I hate editing. Like, I'll say that a million times. I'll work as hard as I can
I
while
love
I'm
being
editing.
an editor. I hate editing.
It's so messed up. It's so messed up.
So fucked up and evil that you have to edit products to make, like, good end products instead of it just being what you imagined from the start.
Lately, the only way I've been doing it is I put my standing desk all the way up. I stand. And on the Google Home, I'm playing 2024 Pop, and it's, like, the only thing that gets me through.
Luckily, I have a paycheck to get me through my editing most of the time, but that's also why, like, I think I've said this before. I have multiple, like, fully edited YouTube videos that I have made that will probably never see the light of day because I'm always like, but it's not good enough. It's not good enough. I have to go faster.
How about this? Let's set a subscriber goal.
Oh my God,
when we hit
so scary.
200, will you drop at least one Minecraft video?
I will drop I'm going to be so for real with you. I've been really wanting to do an actual Minecraft 100 days video.
Okay.
I will drop a Minecraft 100 days video when we hit 200.
All right, there we go. 200 subscribers, and we're going to have a Jessi 100 days Minecraft video.
Yeah, I was like, and we can make it a 100 days server depending on how you're feeling about
if there's that many like active people by then, sure.
Yeah, like depending on how you feel at the time. If we need to we need to do a subathon, but the YouTube way.
Yeah. Well, I'll say I have over 2,000 subscribers on my personal channel, and if I said, guys, I'm doing a server, like it would be crickets. So unfortunately it doesn't. But I think
we need to make an SMP so that we can both gain subscribers from Minecraft content.
Yes, and
I'm not kidding.
Yeah, could do it. I think we should go for a little. Even though we did just hit 130, there was at least 5 minutes of downtime. Let's see.
Good.
What else did I have? Oh, I want you to guess our female viewership for the last episode.
Oh my God.
Wait, I have a screenshot of it, but I want to.
I'm worried because a lot of the fandom came out.
Yeah.
A lot of us are on. A lot of us have transed our genders, so it gets weird there.
So this is okay. If you're watching this and you came from the last one, just change your thing in Google. I think it's very simple, and Google honestly usually has like, if you go to like account, you can probably just search gender and change it. I did it. But you know what? I came out 3 years ago. I probably only did it like 6 months ago. So you're not alone if you forgot to change it.
If you forgot to change your gender marker on your YouTube account, we fully understand.
However,
you should, so that we have an accurate.
Yes.
I don't know what our usual. I don't remember.
Just think. I guess for a visually queer podcast, like if bro podcasts struggle with female viewers,
I think we have the opposite scenario. I think it's like something ridiculous, like 95. Is women. It's 100%.
So again, that's why I kind of feel bad when you started saying that. I'm like, I don't want to flash and be like, see, but yeah.
To be fair, some of them were boys before.
Yes, that's true.
knowing our audience of like 70 people, at least some of you have to have been the other one before.
Yeah. Yes.
If your podcast hosts are 50-50, then our audience has to be at least 25.
Yeah, it was crazy. I looked into that, and because I guess, well, not on this iPad, I guess. I don't know. Normally I'll look at the split, and it's like, it's favorable. You know, I think it's probably usually like 60-40, female being the 60. And like, that's cool, because I watch so many YouTubers and podcasts that like talk about that metric, like, hey, we got 17% female, you know, and it's just cool to see like the difference there. But no, that really blew my mind.
That's also really funny because like on TikTok, my metric is so fucked because a good chunk of my TikTok followers came from like a couple of videos that I posted when I was like 17. I got followed by a lot of gross old men. So like it's really funny when you look at like my total TikTok followers is something ridiculous, like 70% men. But then you look at like my interactions, and my interactions are mostly with women and people, and like it's mostly women and other. Like I guess I could pull it up and check it just out of pure curiosity. Curiosity, if you will. Well, it's really easy to check your TikTok metrics too. So
that's the funny thing. When a TikTok is sent to me and it's like, download the TikTok app. I have TikTok Studio. Like, just open it there. I don't care.
Do you want to guess? Do you want to guess how much of my follower count is male?
Oh God, 80, solid 80.
69%. It's the funny number.
Nice.
And then it's 28% female and 3% other. The top age range for me is 25 to 34.
Ouch. I thought I was going to say 25 to 30. 34 is pushing it.
Yeah, well, it's because it's 5'5", so it's 18 to 24, 25 to 34, 35 to 44, you know, and then it's just 55 plus. No, but so most of my followers are from that one video, and most of them were 25 to 34-year-old men.
Yuck.
When I was like 17. Yeah. It's also funny because for some reason all of my like I look at my locations breakdown, and it's almost 57% United States, and then it's 32% other, but it won't let me break it down, but it will tell me that I have like 3% UK, 2.2% Mexico, 1.8% Canada. Shout out to the 0.2% of my followers from South Africa. Like,
right. Yeah.
But don't tell me what that 31.9% of other is. God forbid I find out that I have like a Southeast Asian like following.
The countries you're not allowed to know.
Apparently.
Yeah. I love looking at the analytics and just being blown away.
Yeah.
Like when most of our views were coming from suggested from LOL podcast. And it's just like it's like a 15-year-old and a 20-year-old and a 25-year-old like all hanging out and making a podcast, and like I don't know, people are like clicking us after. I'm like, what is going on?
YouTube auto playing us. They are sending people down a fucking pipeline.
Yeah, 1000%.
We were the future that like fucking liberals want of being sent down the queer pipeline.
Damn right.
It's
the
like
agenda.
It's like how everyone's saying that Wendigoon is on the alt-right pipeline because he like kind of associates with some like conservative people because he's a man from the South. I fear sometimes we just need to think about it that way. He's a
We
man
do.
from the South.
All those Texas streamers, bro.
Yeah, like
all the OTK.
yeah, like sometimes we just have to think like with our brains about things.
Yeah, we got to stop being like, why would Tectone say that? It's like, well,
Like I don't know. Let's maybe use our brains. But like,
brains.
but I don't think it's. Some people argue that it's fair to call him the alt-right pipeline because, well, if you associate with him, then you follow the people he associates with. Well, then you end up down the pipeline. And I'm like, I don't know if you can count that for YouTubers that sit and read what I call my, and I mean this affectionately, Wikipedia YouTubers, where they just kind of sit and explain something forever. And it's like, I love them. I love someone. I just disagree fundamentally with calling them video essayists.
Yeah, right.
Because if you're not actually like talking about it besides describing exactly what happens, you're not a video essayist.
Yeah.
You're just reading off a wiki, and that's fine.
If you didn't turn an essay to a video, then it's hard to if you're just reading Wikipedia.
I'm not gonna call the last episode my first video essay. I went down bullet points of a timeline that I wrote out.
Damn right.
From a wiki. Well, a couple of them. I had to double check my sources.
Yeah. Well, did you see the fact check that I got that was in the comments?
I saw a couple of fact checks. Yeah.
Were they all right?
I believe so, because I haven't seen any that I read and was like, no, I know that's just incorrect.
Because we probably should print our retraction now.
Yeah, because I did combine the 2 London apartments.
Yeah, that was the one I was about to read.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pink Starlet, for your comment.
Yeah, because I thought that the second London apartment, that's 2 apartments, is way more interesting, so I just skipped right to that one.
Ooh.
My bad.
Sometimes it's about that, yeah.
Well, because like I said, when I tweeted this out, I said in the replies, I was like, I only had so much time.
Yeah.
Like I knew I couldn't get into anything. Do you know how much I wanted to talk about the Halloween baking videos? But there was no place for that.
If only we did our bonus episodes. And subscribe so we can make bonus episodes for you.
Yeah, I could give a much more in-depth breakdown of Dan and Phil if we were able to do bonus episodes.
That'll be our first bonus episode. When we hit 500 subscribers is when you can start doing members-only videos, and that'll be the first.
Oh, yeah. I'll do that, and then that's also when I'll start my book club, which is just me talking about whatever book I just finished reading, and you guys have to listen.
So. And I'm gonna be doing movie club because I see so many dang movie every week, and we can talk about the hot new Friday release every week.
Yeah, it's just I just think 1 sec.
Bless you.
Thank you. I just think everyone around me is sick of hearing me yap about the books that I'm reading, so I don't want to make short form book content. But I don't think anyone cares about what I have to say about books until I have a proven audience.
Right. That's the crazy thing too, though, is like, I don't know, there's like gonna be these like tropes we start to assign, like, oh, we always talk about this, we always talk about this, but like generally like the way audiences work is like nobody's like here from the beginning to the end. Like everybody goes in these like 6-month waves where they're really into it and then kind of fall out of it, and then they catch up on the stuff they missed out on, and it's like, I think about that too, you know, like we do this every week, but someone might only watch once a month. Yeah. And that's interesting to me, you know?
That's why I don't mind doing constant callbacks to like the last couple episodes.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Plus then, if you guys hear something interesting, maybe you want to check out one of our other episodes.
Damn right.
Who knows?
Damn right. It's a pipeline. The one last thing I have was I had on the talk of that one professor, I had a nightmare where today was actually a slideshow we had to do for a class. And I didn't make the slideshow, and we were presenting in like 10 to 30 minutes.
Do you remember what your slideshow had to be about, or was it just one of those dreams where it was just a slideshow? And
it was something where I had to compile like a bunch of like historical events or something, you know?
Because I do have like the classic theater kid, like, you have to go on stage, but you don't know the script. But it's only for shows that I've been in, and I don't remember the script anymore.
Yeah.
Which feels even worse because I knew the show at one point.
Because the emotion is real of like not knowing the script anymore.
That's why I was curious, because I could definitely understand you being like, I had to do a slideshow for podcasting, and I just didn't have.
No, it was some history thing, and it was fully like, I don't know, you did some other piece of the project, and it was my job to just like compile the slides, like maybe you did the research or something, and I
wrote the essay and you had to make the PowerPoint.
Exactly, yeah, and I just didn't do it.
We were going to present together, yeah.
And I'm like, uh-oh. But then I woke up and that wasn't the reality that I live in. So yeah,
Good.
we get to record a podcast every week instead of that.
Yeah. Although I still maintain that at some point we need to do a slideshow, a PowerPoint night where we each invite a friend and all 4 of us present a short PowerPoint that we can like screen record, or like we could all send them to you and you can edit them in however you wanted to do it.
That would be awesome.
Where we could I was like, we could even, now that we have like a more mobile setup, we could like kind of scoot this out and we could all face like the TV and just have reaction shots and then have a whole, and then you could have a whole separate thing that you're working with. Whatever. But I think that would be a fun episode that we should do. The premise
is good, yeah.
Yes.
I agree.
I was like, we don't need to get into the nuts and bolts of it, even though I'm really excited to talk about that because I've been saying this that we should do that. But yeah, I just think
it'd be sick. Well, anyway, we've been yapping for way too. Do you remember? What did we used to say? I think we legally have to.
Yeah, I think we legally have to call it here.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, well, because that was when we actually had a like upper time limit.
True.
Because our producer only wanted to listen to so much to grade every week.
That is so funny. ATWC was a graded product at one point.
Yeah, we got a grade for the first season of this podcast that you guys never saw.
And never will.
Technically, what you guys saw was season 2, and we're on season 3.
Yeah.
If you count our hiatus, like our 11-month-long hiatus, this is season break, which I'm counting it.
Absolutely. I changed the logo and everything.
Yeah. We're in a whole new era, boys.
You can notice the camera quality difference. Well, anyway, follow me on Twitch.
Follow me on TikTok.
And we will see you next week.
See ya.